Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson is going to be entitled, The Microchip is the Mark. Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. That he is referring to these Edomites, which is referring to the international bankers, beginning with the Rothschilds, because they control this system. The image is referring to the heartbeat of the world, which is referring to the fashion of this world. And the fashion and the heartbeat of this world is patterned after the pagan Rome Empire. The beast is referring to NATO and the EU, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And how do you worship the image of the beast? By your participation or your participation within the system. Okay, and ultimately you receiving the microchip. Verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And this is literal. And when you focus on that term mark in the Greek, it is pronounced as charagma. When you explore the origin of charagma,
Strong's G 5482, charax. Charax.
let's focus on definition 1. A pale or stake, a palisade. So literally, a pale or stake is the same thing. A palisade. According to Bing, a stake is, when used as a noun, a strong wooden or metal post with a point at one end driven into the ground to support a tree, form part of a fence, act as a boundary mark. Let's see the exhibition of a stake. The hammer, which is used to drive the stake into the ground. Hammer, stake, ground. This will be the hammer, which will be used to drive the microchip, which is the stake, into your flesh, which can be likened to the ground. Hammer.
Right there. Yes. And it's a little bit larger than a grain.
Stake. And your flesh is the ground.
Of rice.
Correct.
Jasmine rice, I think.
Basmati.
Basmati.
That's Indy Whitehead, better known as Gonzo. He's a local body piercer with 17 years of experience who was brought in to implant the microchips. I was slightly nervous about having the microchip inserted inside my body, given the size of the needle, and also nervous
Hammer, stake.
about what it could potentially mean for me, but here we go.
This is your ground. This is the ground, which is your flesh, and including your forehead.
Why don't you take a nice big.
So what's the difference between this video and this video?
Big deep breath in and exhale, release. And there we go.
It's in there.
It's in there.
There's none. Let's focus on this segment of the definition. Act as a boundary mark. What is this implying? When you utilize stake as a verb, mark an area with stakes so as to claim ownership of it. If you receive the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, then your allegiance is to this system, which is controlled by the Rothschild and the other international bankers, the elite families. And let's prove that ownership according to the scriptures. Exodus 21:6. Then his master shall bring him to the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. Deuteronomy 15:17. Then thou shalt take an awl and thrust it through his ear until the door, and he shall be thy servant forever, and also unto thy maids, and also unto thy maidservant thou shalt do likewise. If you receive the microchip, then your allegiance to the system, which is controlled by the Rothschilds and the other elite bankers, is forever until this system is destroyed by Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Alright? So you can't get around it through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Al Shai. When you focus on Revelation 13 and 15, verse 16 and 17, that mark is not a spiritual mark. It's a literal mark, which is the microchip. Okay? Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So if you don't have this mark, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. You're not going to be able to continue to participate within the system. And you're not showing your allegiance to the Edomites. Alright? And only the elect will be protected and delivered. Hope you were edified. Shalom.